This is Car Walks, a show where I walk around a neighborhood and look at cars with you. Will I find some gems or will they all be duds? Today I'm walking around Kerrisdale in Vancouver. Kerrisdale is known for three things and three things only. One, the Arbutus Greenway, which is a walking and biking path, and also, is that a motorcycle? Get out of here! Two, my cats, Olivia and Ben, who are so friggin' cute. And three, the cool McDonald's with an upstairs patio where all the teens hang out. Today, I'm limiting my walk to 30 minutes. Let's see what kind of cars we can find. So I struck out like an intrepid explorer, hoping I could find anything other than a brand new Mercedes. There's so many of those here. My first find was a Porsche 911 996. This is like from the late 90s, say 97 to 05-ish, I think, and it's nice seeing a Porsche that's being dailied. I used to not like these wheels back in the day, but they've really turned a corner for me, and now they look like cool blades or something. I do like this era of Porsche. I think it's a good deal for your money. You know, you got some power, you got looks, it looks modern and also retro. These headlights look a lot like the Subaru Blob Eye headlights, which is one of my favorite styles of Subaru. I think it was from around the same era, and I've always thought that it looks like eyes with tears welling up in the corner, like it's about to cry, like, really, you're not gonna drive me today? Am I wrong? I feel like it looks like that. Also, by the way, the headlights are definitely the eyes. The movie cars had it wrong. Honda Element, one of the coolest cars ever made, and truly one of the most underrated cars ever made. I find this and the Toyota FJ Cruiser are in a sort of similar vein. They're just so useful. A couple of Volvos sitting in the back. Listen, I'll be the first to admit, I don't know my Volvo numbers. Is this a 240? Are they both 240s, 260s? I don't know. They're in the twos for sure. One looks like it's from the 90s, one from, who knows, the 70s, the 80s? I like these cars. Swedish bricks, they're known as, and this person clearly loves them. They've got a family of them here, so shout out to my Volvo-loving neighbor. They look really nice. Oh, okay, here we go. I like this. If you don't know me already, I'm a bit of a Subaru guy, and this is a Subaru Impreza STI. This is like from 2008 to 2010. These things rip. This is the third gen. Look at those tailpipes. Oh boy. You know, I feel like I can be picky with Subarus because I've owned many, but I don't like this cleared out tail light look. I don't think that is very fun, but I have driven around in one of these standard, and this thing goes like stink. It's fun, it sounds good. I mean, it's a hatchback, it's useful. Subaru, get back to doing this thing. We don't need these big bloated Subaru Foresters anymore. Like, go back to what made you so fun. A useful, rip-roaring hatchback wagon. Let's go. I love it. Okay, what the heck is this? A Honda Step Wagon. This is the third gen, so like mid-2000s. I'm a big fan of seeing all these import cars. This is obviously a right-hand drive car. Is it a car? Is it a van? What would you call this thing? It's got little wheels, aftermarket wheels on it. You need more space because it looks like a van, but it's not quite, so that's why it's got the Thule on the top. I like the styling. I like the spoiler. I like the rear light. You know, this is a fun car. If you need a little minivan or something like that, might as well get a fun one. I've never gone for a JDM car. I've always been a little shy about getting parts and all that. Make sure it's easy to get all fixed up in an affordable way, but hey, this Honda has stolen my heart a little bit. Cool car, Step Wagon. Oh, is this our first sleeper? I feel like this is a sleeper for people that don't know, but this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. This is probably from around 2021. It's got a V8 Hemi in it. Look at how stout this thing looks. It looks heavy. It looks planted on the ground. I don't know. I never thought I'd be into Jeeps. I'm not really into the old school Jeeps, but like this thing, yeah, I would take this thing for an absolute rip. It seems so fun. This is such an American car. It's just so solid. It looks like it would drive through a brick wall. This is the Kool-Aid guy of cars. It would bust through and go, oh yeah. But it would be like the Kool-Aid guy if he was a smoker. Oh yeah. Look at those vents on the hood. You gotta ventilate that engine. It's gonna get hot in there. Big ol' behind on this thing. Big ol' badonkadonk. Yeah, that's a butt. This Jeep has a big ol' booty on it. Not to mention the Brembo brakes all around. And the only thing kind of disappointing me with this are these tires. Is this really the tire you want on this car? Like, let's hook this thing up. Let's hook this rubber to the road. You know what I'm talking about? Ford Maverick XLT, this is the top trim. Do we like the graphic on the bottom? I'm not sure. I am digging these trucks though. It's a nice size. This one's hooked up. It's got those window covers, rain cover thing. It's got some tint on it. Ford Mavericks, I think you're doing the right thing. Although this new Slate electric vehicle has been announced, and yeah, I'll be watching that in the next little while. Oh, I also love a squared off taillight. I just gotta say, you know, I didn't think I would like Ford and Ford designs, but they're doing the right thing. It's like that early Subaru Crosstrek that had the squared off taillights, and then they went all sort of like spiky and thin. And no, give me a big chonk-a-lonk taillight. Let me see them lights. Oh, look at this. Absolutely mint Toyota 4Runner V6. This is the 3rd gen, so desirable. You can tell this person has kept this thing so clean. I bet the frame is really nice too. I love a 4Runner that's taken care of. This thing's gonna last a billion years. When the dinosaurs come back after we're extinct, they'll be like, look at these Toyotas everywhere, and everything else will just be rubble. I love this thing. I love the tint on it. I love how clean it is. I'm usually not a chrome guy, but give me that chrome on that Toyota. This so far is my favorite car that I've seen. Will there be a better one? Stay tuned to the end to find out. Ooh, okay, so admittedly not the kind of car that I'm usually attracted to, but I figured somebody would want to see this. This is a Nissan 350Z, excuse me, 350Z. This is Canada. Z does really roll off the tongue though, a lot better. Nissan 350Z. This is a drift car, and look at the big old tailpipe on that thing. Holy, that's a big gulp if I've ever seen one. That's like a 28-ounce can of tomatoes, maybe even more. That's like a big old thermos that construction guys take to work, and they're like, I got 2 liters of soup to fuel my work today. These things are pretty sick though, and I appreciate the amount of work this person has put into this. I'm a little worried about your tailpipe. I feel like a speed bump could tear that right off, but hey, good for you for taking that risk. And look at this front end. I can't even tell what era of 350 this is because, you know, I feel like the whole front end is different. But again, I don't really know these cars. If you're in the comments and you're like, I know exactly what this is, then tell me exactly what year this is and what's happened here, because I don't think this front end is how they usually look. But correct me if I'm wrong. Nice job, carbon fiber hood, looking light, looking fast. Uh-oh, another Toyota 4Runner alert. This one is the 4th gen. Holy smokes, look at this absolute beast of a TRD Sport. Jeez, like these Overland rigs are now everywhere, and honestly, I get it. As somebody who lifted a Subaru Forester and tried to turn it into an overlanding rig until I ran out of money, I understand the appeal. Bit of a squat on this one, but look at this front end. Holy smokes, looks like Hannibal Lecter caught in his cage. It looks like an old school goalie from 1992. Is this Andy Moog? Is this Kirk McLean? This thing looks like it would plow through a bunch of zombies and they would fly everywhere. That'd be pretty cool. You know, honestly, Overland rigs, they are just zombie apocalypse vehicles for people that believe in zombies. That's gonna happen. Some fungus is gonna get us. You know what I don't like though? I don't like the brand named eye camper on top. Let's just drop the eye in front of it. Like seriously, that is such an old-fashioned way to think about naming a company. Oh, and look at that. It's wearing a little backpack, like a little Fjallraven cube or whatever they're called. Actually, these things are called trasheroos. It's meant for when you're camping, you put all your trash in your backpack on your car that doesn't go inside your car, so you don't have to smell it. I think they look really dumb. There's something about a soft, wet canvas on the outside of a hard rig that looks a little silly to me, but hey, props to this person. They put a lot of effort into this truck. Looks cool. Okay, and this is why you walk down the alleys. This looks like a Mercedes-Benz SL65 AMG. This thing has a V12 engine. It creates 604 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. This thing is an absolute unit. This is verging into supercar territory, and it's just parked willy-nilly at an angle behind a... This is a framing shop. So this person frames art during the day and then just absolutely rips it up in their Mercedes convertible after work. Life is all about contrast, you know. During the day, the slow, methodical framing of art, the delicacy, and then at night, the absolute unhinged, open it up, throaty roar of a Mercedes with 600 horsepower. I like it. Subaru BRZ. Or Z, if you're in Canada. Is it a Subaru or is it a Toyota? The answer answer is yes. It's both. I don't know why you would buy the Subaru over the Toyota or vice versa. I guess it's just some sort of weird brand loyalty thing. This is sort of odd as a Subaru though, because it's rear wheel drive. This one looks cool with those flaps on it. I don't know, is this worth pointing out? I think it might be worth pointing out. You know, if they offset that front license plate, they did that little side lower thing, this car would look friggin' sweet. Also, they should get all that junk off the dash, but hey, I'm not here to judge, okay? Quick little shout out to this absolute giraffe of a vehicle. This is a JLG 800AJ articulating boom lift, and this thing weighs 35,000 pounds. Hey, I see you. I'm not ignoring you. Would love to give you a drive one day. Shout me out if you own one of these things in the comments. Let's go to the track. Oh, look at this. We got another Honda Element. Oh, you can tell this one is the newer one. It's got slightly more squared off features and around the wheels. And yeah, again, I just love these Elements. These are so cool. This one says it's four-wheel drive. Really, it's an all-wheel drive vehicle. I think they kind of cheated that when you look at the four-wheel drive logo. It's like, is that an A or a 4? Cheeky. I love it. These wheels look correct for me as well. Honda, bring back the Element. I'm telling you. Oh yes, a GMC Jimmy in canary yellow? I don't know when these were made. This is like a 97, maybe to 2001. 3 doors, 1 door of course being the hatch in the back. I just love it. I love the shape. I love the profile. These old cars, they're bringing me back. Remember the old Dodge Durangos too? That car really had me for a while when I was a kid, and I was just like, man, there's something about a Dodge Durango. Those lines, those curves, and then just the weighty size of it. I was such a nerd. In red, oh yeah, but this one, look at this. There's something about a wheel that's very far forward on a vehicle that just does me right. I think the overhang from the rear wheel, you know, that rear bumper there, that's a little too long for me, but just a car that looks planted, like Mini Coopers do this well, you know, it's like a go-kart, but I love a really forward front wheel. Bring back the Jimmy. Pontiac Vibe, another absolute classic, an unheralded hero. This and the Toyota Matrix in all-wheel drive. These are great little hatches. I love these cars. I would guess that this one is probably around a 2003-ish, judging by that front grille, which looks great, by the way. You know, you could clear up those headlights a little bit and this thing would look mint. If you live in the Pacific Northwest and you haven't considered an all-wheel drive hatch, you're not thinking right about what we need up here, because these cars are perfect for this environment. Oh yeah, and shout out the butt on this thing. That's a nice dumper. Look at that big old butt. Yeah, I anthropomorphize cars and I think about their butts. That's just a thing that I do. Shout out to this beautiful shopping cart that struck out on its own. You know, it's escaped and now it's like, I am a vehicle as well. I don't know what the model number on this is or the year or anything. If you know, write in the comments below. I would happily take a guess from you. Nice white walls on the wheels. This thing is looking mint. Good on ya. I hope you find what you're looking for. Ford Ranger, 2nd gen, or is it a Mazda B series? Again, it's either or neither. I love a Ford Ranger, I want a Ford Ranger. Sell me your Ford Ranger, but it needs to be 4-wheel drive. This one, not so much. It doesn't even have, like, it's just the regular cab. There's not a lot of room in there. Just a lot of heart. Love the rear end, by the way. Again, those taillights, which is a clean back tailgate. Ford, you figured out your rears, real nice. What is this mysterious? What goes down there? Why did they have to put these planks of wood leading into the garage? Mystery discovery. Should I knock on the door and ask? No, I'm just gonna get out of here. Be still my heart. This is a 2000 Subaru Impreza Outback Sport. Iconic with those front hood louvres. I think they're louvres, like the art gallery in Paris. But those louvres, I'm for sure saying that wrong. Those louvres, that hood scoop, what an iconic front end. Not to mention the rear end. This beauty is in aspen white. I love that little spoiler down below. This thing is sweet. I love it so much. I will never buy a Subaru again, but I love it so much. Okay. hey, now this is probably the rarest gem of the entire video. This is a Porsche Cayenne S Transsyberia. I would guess this is like maybe around 2006-ish. I don't know, but these came stock from the factory like this. There's only 285 of these that exist. This thing looks cool as heck. I bet a lot of people see this and think, oh, somebody's just added a bumper and they've done these wheels and this graphic. No, Porsche did that. This is all designed and engineered this way. There's lots of Porsches out there, these Cayennes that get modified for off-roading, but to have one that's actually engineered by Porsche, I mean, that definitely gives you a lot more confidence. Coming from somebody who lifted a Subaru and had non-stop CV axle issues, like, it would be so sweet to trust in this thing off-road. Just look at that side profile. It's cute, it's fun. Oh, those wheels, how they fit in those arches. Let's go. I love this little Porsche Cayenne S Transsyberia. Shout out the owner. I'd love to talk to you. If somebody sees this video and knows who this is, hit me up. Let's explore this thing a little bit more because this is a beauty. Nissan 240SX. Oh, this thing looks, is this being driven? I think it is. There's something sad about this. Maybe it's the way it's parked kind of nose against the garage, or maybe I'm totally misreading this entirely. Look at that carbon fiber hood. Look at all those louvres. Yeah, I'm calling them louvres. Love a pop-up light on a car. Just any car with a pop-up light. Immediate cool factor. Wheels look good, and hey, wait a second. What is that back there? Camaro Z28 convertible. I like Camaros. I have a 73 Camaro. Stay tuned if you want to see me working on that. I don't love this generation. You know, this is the one where they lost the public a little bit, but they still look fast, sort of like an airplane or something. This could use a little love. Tire pressure is low. Manitoba plates. I mean, what's going on here? Again, I'm not here to judge, but this baby needs some love. Last car on the video, this is a Fiat 500e. You know, again, do I actually think this is cool? I think the design is cool. I think it looks really nice. I love the headlights. I love the massing of this, a lot like a Mini Cooper. Like I said, the wheels are at the front and at the back. You know, it's no Fiat Abarth, if I'm saying that right. It is electric. It's more like a golf cart, really. This thing has 117 horsepower and it's only got a 149-mile range. It goes from 0 to 60 in 7.8 seconds. Usually what you want out of an electric car is, you know, a bit of pep, a bit of acceleration, but that's not the goal with this one. I think it's more of a statement. You know, you're somebody who owns Smeg appliances in your kitchen, or you have that citrus grater that looks like a UFO. You know, this is about somebody who has a Felix the Cat clock on their wall. It looks cool. I wouldn't go for one. Sorry, Fiat. And hey, that was half an hour in Kerrisdale, and I was blown away by how much I could find. Thank you so much for watching. Here are some other videos you can watch, and let me know if you enjoyed this and whether I should come to your neighborhood to do a car walk. Bye.